So I've got a lineup of hand-picked entertainers it's the best of the people whose names I could remember after 3 months of not leaving. We haven't done much open mics, so this is just a disclaimer. Any repeated material is purely coincidental and does not result in any liability by Party Till Dawn. Just got that out of the way. What else do you guys need to know? We're gonna have a good time, and we got a reduced crowd, but we do not have reduced entertainment. I want to shout out to Chef Moose Knuckle, taking care of you behind the bar, serving you those delicious shots of rice. I hear the wraps are great, so make sure you take care of Chef Moose Knuckle. He's also going to be providing some of the canned laughter. He's a professional, so look forward to that. That's a fun fact that's going to be on the highlight reel, the director's cut of this DVD that we are certainly making. Yeah, so we're going to have a couple great comics, and then who's this man who's this man to my left? It's DJ Grime Time. Yeah. I was going to say he's got the best seat in the house, but he's not actually directly behind me.
You have the best seat in the house.
Oh. Alright, look forward to more of that rapport. We're bringing our natural rapport up here, guys. So this is our first, DJ Grime Time is also my husband in real life. This is our first show together. And in fantasy life, I think about you all the time. So this is our first show together. So far, so good. Yep. We should have done this before. I mean, we got to carpool. Later, I don't have to be like, so what'd you do today? We just skip that. And here's the real bonus. Now all of his records are write-offs. Yeah, tax. I don't know about the tax write-offs. So baby, you just gotta show me your receipts for all the records you've been buying. And well, no, he says no. All right. I don't know. I'm all about the tax write-offs. That's my new thing. I figure I don't have money for stocks or anything, but I can go backwards on the taxes. I'm trying to get into that money smartness game. I figured that drinks at comedy are a write-off because it's a work expense. I looked into it. My drinking has to be necessary and ordinary. And let's just say I don't think I'm getting audited about that anytime soon. I'm all good with that. We're gonna have a lot of fun here tonight, but we're also gonna be aware. We're gonna talk about some issues. Yeah, I'm gonna get up on that soapbox. Am I gonna talk about feminism for 20 minutes? No, I'm gonna talk for 2 minutes about an issue very dear to me. That issue is hipster marriage equality. A lot of good issues are getting a lot of light, but I'm just gonna be just a little side note. Hipster marriage equality. Think about this. All the times I've read Cosmo, I've never read an issue that said how to make your man change. Because, it's how to make your man change because he's a dickhead, but never like, you're both wearing a Ramones shirt. He's gotta change. I'm in the dark with that. I'm just left to handle these issues myself. The court systems don't really recognize our individual needs. When a couple interfiles their record collection, they're not equipped to handle that. Luckily, that's not a problem for us. We share everything but records. I can listen to them anytime I want. I can use this toothbrush anytime I want, and I do. It's true. See, everybody's laughing. It's funny because it's true. Yeah, I don't know, are we supposed to buy stock in bell jars? You can't get your wedding registry with, you can't just have your mom write a check to the guy. We've got a long way to come, folks. We got a long way to come. So what have I been doing the last 4 months? I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you didn't ask. You're supposed to be quiet. That was a test, and you all passed. What have I been doing? I would love to say that, I wrote the next great American novel, but I've kind of just been sitting in my backyard reading comic books and watching the squirrels and having the squirrels throw things at me while I'm reading comic books. Who here is Team Marvel? Alright. is Team DC? Okay,
books.
less. All right, both. Anyway,
For movies, Marvel. For comic books.
right. For movies, Marvel. For comic books, DC. You're right. Marvel movies are polite. Yeah. All right. Consensus. We're making ground here, guys. We're solving the social issues of the day. I love the Marvel character. I love the Marvel movies, but nobody ever wants to talk about how the DC universe is just so much more horny. I mean, think about all the trouble that the Joker got into just led by his dick. It's in the movie. It's in that one book where they clearly establish in the second act of Killing Joke that he likes to nut. I mean, it's not just, Batman's got a little bastard. It's not just those. Swamp Thing is an incredibly sexual book. I mean, there's this beautiful part where, he can't do it with Abby, so he grows fruit on his body, and she can ingest it, and it's beautiful, But, babe, if you ever turn into a plant man, just grow a dick. Nobody thought of this, guys, in the DC universe. Horny. So I've been sitting outside a lot. I like the backyard. I kind of miss the gym. I don't really miss the gym for the workout equipment so much as the other chicks to compare myself to, because I didn't gain weight, but just did my ass get flatter? Did it get bigger? I don't know, without these strangers to compare myself to. I have booty dysmorphia. I know that I'm getting a tan though. I know that I'm getting a tan. It's not just because, when I get a compact, it's now sand. It's not oyster anymore, it's sand. I know this because when I walk, I take a walk every day, and I know when I walk, guys don't honk at me anymore and be like, hey, NCIS! So that's just science. I have a tan. I was a weird kid, guys. Shocker. I was a weird kid. I maybe think I could have gotten recruited into the STEM fields, except I don't think they were really they weren't really checking for they weren't really doing the autism screens on, the hose so much, So I got asked to do this thing that I thought was in high school I got entered into a program that I thought was for smart, forward-thinking, poised speaker kids. A couple of us, we got sent to this AIDS peer educator camp, because it was the 90s, and everybody was afraid of AIDS. So me and a bunch of kids from all around Chautauqua County, we went to the college lodge, which wasn't like a college, it was more like a lodge. We learned all about the window period and why you shouldn't use petroleum on latex, and we learned all these things about being an AIDS peer educator. But we never actually educated our peers after this. And I missed that whole thing about sine and cosine to go to this workshop, so that screwed me right up. So I've been thinking, and I couldn't find anybody else. I couldn't find anybody else who had such an experience just among my own friends, so that's why I'm using my platform here for good. I just want to know, Twitter me, tweet me, Venmo me, let me know if anybody else has had this experience where you were pulled out of your class and anybody else get sent to slut camp? All right, well, it is a mystery to be solved. All right, and I will leave you in mystery, just like that. Well, I was going to bring up our first comic, but yeah. All right. I was going to bring up our first comic. Okay, what else do you guys want to hear about? Space is horrifying, right? All right. Well, I'm going to get this show going. We got a couple of great comics, and then we got DJ Grime Time. We got a great headliner, one of my favorites. Tyrone is going to dazzle you. We got Jason. He's going to yell at you in a way that is very consensual and good. But your first comic tonight is a lovely young lady. She's getting her start in comedy, and I have a lot of faith in her because she's cool and fun, and you guys are going to have fun. So let's bring her up. Here's Katerina Valentine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay.
Oh. Yes, I am black. I am angry. And yes, I am an openly transgender woman. How's it going? Hi. Thank you. That's the response I was hoping for. The Gays Final Form, you're looking at it right here. This is it. Got the androgynous face of Prince. Got the, body of Chun-Li. All legs, no arms. Shit, I forgot the third part. We haven't done any open mics, alright? And I'm like, kind of funny like Wanda Sykes. So, yeah, but, oh shit. One of the most frequent things like I get asked about is like my sexuality. It's like people are confused, like, oh, like who you fuck? And it's like, I'm really tired of people just asking like rude off questions like right off the bat. Like, there's so many other things you could ask me about, but the answer is I'm pansexual, which for those of you that don't know what that means, it just means that anyone can bat. And for those of you that are still confused, it's everyone but straight women and gay men. So, yeah. But no, women are really winning that race by like a very far margin though, not gonna lie. I really do, prefer a female partner when I'm in the dating game. All my dating apps are, set to women and shit, but those men, they're sneaky. They find their way in. Like, they have to approach me, and it's like, I kind of just admire confidence, and like, I have a huge oral fixation and like a free meal, so, kind of works its way out there. But, yeah, whenever I picture my dream wedding, like, I always picture it, with a woman, because, like, I hear the way straight women complain about their marriages, and I'm all set. I don't think I need that. So, yeah, and there's a lot of good perks to being a sword lesbian. It turns out, having a built-in strap-on, a lot of good uses for it. So yeah, I've been transitioning, like, during quarantine, which is, like, weird, because I'm not really sure if I picked, like, the best or the worst time to destroy society, or whatever it is that J.K. Rowling thinks I'm doing. So, no, I've just, like, been me, and I've been on hormones since January, and it's pretty cool, I'm finally hitting my stride, it's not too bad. My, like, levels are starting to settle out. I got a nice, like pair of, like, starter tits. I call them my breast buds. The left one's bigger than the right one. A little concerned about that. I hope that figures itself out. It's cool. I did actually just recently get approved for bottom surgery, so hopefully, 2021, Kitty's getting her impossible pussy. We'll see what happens. Which is like, that's kind of cool, because 9 out of 10 guys can't even like tell the difference, and then the 10th guy's DJ Khaled, so we never got a test result back. So, but yeah. So one of the things I used to have like pretty major dysphoria about was like my hands, like the size of my hands, because they're they're a bit larger, kind of tall, longer arms, so bigger hands. But one of the things that like helped me get over that was I found out how good they are for fingering. Like my middle finger is actually longer than a lot of guys' dicks, which is yeah. It's kind of like that lemur, if you've ever seen it. Like it's got that like long claw thing, but instead of like insects and like fruit and shit, it just makes ladies come. So pretty good use for it. So I don't know like if anyone else here has like gastrointestinal problems, but that's a literal shit show. So, thus being, whenever I, do my thing, it's like the gates of hell just opened up, and I don't enjoy the act of like wiping myself clean after that. I just feel disgusting and just like ashamed of myself. And so I've been recently thinking like, how bad is the I don't even know how to fucking pronounce it, the shit bag. How bad is that really? I just get that attached here, I never have to wipe myself again. Don't have to deal with that. And I know some of you are thinking, there's already a thing for that. It's called a bidet. Yeah, well, you rich assholes, like, I don't own a house. I'm not going to upgrade a toilet I don't own. I share a house with like 5 other, like 5 dudes. There's 5 dudes in my house. It's weird. I'm horny all the time. But anyways, yeah, and I know what you're thinking, like, you might be thinking to yourself, I'm not rich, but it's like, if you own a house, that's rich by millennial standards. We're poor as fuck. We're never going to own property. Thanks for that. And like, if you own a house and you don't have a bidet in it, the fuck are you even doing? Like, I would suck a dick to live in a house with a bidet. Like what? Like, step your game up. Invest in something that's good for you and your whole family. But yeah, speaking of things that are like good for you and your whole family, I do sexual favors on request. You know, a house slut, if you will. And and it's like, you know, there's a lot of benefits to it. You and your wife, like, you know, you get something to spice it up. Someone else is already cleaning your house. It's really not that weird. You know, like, hey, think about it. You might have kids. I'm the maid. They don't have to know that I'm also, like, you know, doing that shit on the side. It is what it is. But, no, you should, this holiday season, you should really get her what she wants. A clean house, someone that'll listen to her, and an orgasm. You know, basic shit that, like, you're supposed to do, but I guess because of the way it works, men just don't have to. I don't know. But yeah, God, you guys are lazy. So, speaking of lazy men, why do we have escalators? We already had a thing for that. Stairs. They go up and down. So, yeah. Why did we invent the escalator? We already had the elevator. You needed stairs to like bring you to your destination, like to and fro, because you couldn't walk up them or down them? What is that? So, one of my favorite things to do is I actually take the stairs on the subway, up and down, every day, back and forth. And it's very fun to like beat people to the top of the stairs, to the bottom of the stairs, that take the escalator. And I hope that I make them feel a little bit bad about themselves, so that like maybe I inspire them to take the stairs themselves. Because it's like, you're already taking the escalator, you might as well wait for the elevator. Like, you know, if you're that lazy you can't walk, like, just fucking wait for that thing. Like, take your way to shame and enjoy it. Yeah, I'm like one of those people that's like bad with it too. Like, I'll do like 2 steps at a time and shit, just like showing off, but realistically I'm just late for the bus. So, yeah, I don't know. Go to the gym. America should be healthier. Stop cheating yourselves out of free exercise. So, you know, being me, obviously, not a big fan of the state of Texas. But whenever I like talk to people that are from Texas, they're always like, "Oh, but like Austin's great. You love Austin. It's so gay. It's gay as hell." And it's like, okay, that's cool, but like that doesn't really make up for the rest of the state just like hating my existence. Like, you know, for a state that really hates participation trophies, it's weird that they really shove that one in our faces a lot. And that's something I think about all the time. Fuck Texas. So, I found the concept of like open secrets really weird, because like, it should be like, it sounds really innocuous, right? Like, it sounds like some really like innocent shit, like, oh, Frank, he's a double dipper. You want to get to the dip before him. You gotta like time your refills out. Like, you gotta get there, like he takes a 5-minute bathroom break, and sometimes you gotta like get in between there so that you don't get the dip, and it's up, yeah, see? Like, it should be a thing that just like annoys people, but like they put up with it because it's like, you're not murdering people. So, but no, it's always some shit just like, oh, Bill, Harvey, Jeffrey, he rapes people. And they're just like, oh, he's a wily one, watch out for him. And then they just go about their day. And it's just like, wait a second. It's like, how are you, like, this thing can only exist in, with like, people around them allowing it to happen. Like, the open secrets are always like things that like get passed around, like with like, you know, in Hollywood or like with the government or like whoever, just like, and it's always just like the most heinous shit, like the most heinous of crimes that you could think of. And it's like, well, the only reason they get away with that is because, like, normally we don't hear about it, and then when we do, we get outraged about it, and then all of a sudden, you know, shit happens. But it's like, you gotta think to wonder, like, how guilty is really everybody else in that situation? Because, like, they just, like, pretty much allowed it to happen. They were complicit in it happening. They had more than enough evidence to report this man, and they didn't, out of fear of, like, several reasons. So it's like, there's a lot of things from the ground up, and, you know, especially with the Epstein thing, I really feel like we should not really let that one go, because if we do, well, we're kind of setting the precedent that they can do whatever they want. So let's not do that. You know, 2 of those pedophiles are actually running for president against each other right now. This goes really deep on both sides. Do not give up. Make sure they are all prosecuted. They should all be in jail. All right. Oh, yeah, walk them all up. Woo! Fuck yeah. How much time do I have?
As long as you want.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Woo! All right. Well, fuck. Is it okay if I switch folders real quick and then come back to the closer? Or should I just do the closer?
Whatever. Wait, what was switch phones?
No, cause I don't know, I was gonna switch folders because I have new shit that I wrote, but it's not in the set, sort of deal.
You're talking while you switch the phones.
All right, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna riff on shit. So, I went to a few of those protests, and I learned a lot. And I don't think I need to tell you how fucked up the situation with the police is. I don't know if you've been paying attention to the thing in Portland, but they had those unmarked vans. They were literally snatching people up out of the streets. There's actual secret police here in the United States in 2020. But anyways, I digress. I went out to a few of these protests, and it's really vivid in my mind, the things that I witnessed. So one of the days that I went out, they essentially marched up on us like an army, when the curfew was still going on, full gear, everything, and it was the most terrifying thing that's ever happened in my entire life, because they easily could have just overwhelmed and just yeah, that would have been it. But but they did, in fact, rubber bullets, tear gas, all that jazz. They pulled up the stops. The fucking National Guard was there. Anyways, yeah, so this shit's really bad. But, there's an important thing to remember about learning from history, and that, these things have been talked about in the past, and it always gets swept under the rug. So this time, I'm really glad to see the energy out of America, where it's not really getting swept under the rug, and we're still talking about it, things are still happening. It's pretty fucking cool. I don't know if you know this, but the statistics of things that happen to trans women of color, it's really fucking bad. We get killed a lot. So, yeah, trying to help make the world a little bit less threatening for me, because I really enjoy doing things like this. For all of you lovely white people. And hi, Tyrone. But anyways, I digress. So yeah, the situation with that is really bad. I'm really glad where we're going with America, and the direction of the people on the ground. We're all coming together. We're pushing against them, because the thing is nothing changes if nothing changes, and we shall resist until they resign. Now, my closer, it's a bit I'm going to leave you with something a little bit, a little bit fun, a little something for you to laugh at. Now, I must tell you, it does in fact include an offensive word. Now, same thing, learning about history. One, the word doesn't care about your feelings, neither do I. So, it's just a word. It only has as much power over you as you let it have. And on top of that, it's one thing to hear it, it's another thing to be called it. I've been called every slur you can think of for a person like me. So, I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm going to say the word. Alright? Here we go. So basically, it goes a little something like this, There's been a situation, some sort of a crime, or whatever, So there's a cop, it's in Tonawanda, he was right next door, he's writing a lady ticket for her bushes. They're a little bit too big. So, he comes running over and he's like, quick, sir, what did this person look like? What's going on? He's like, I think it was a she-bro? He's like, a she-bro? He's like, yeah, like a faggot. This is Buffalo, man. What kind of faggot am I looking for? Alright, that's all I got. Black Lives Matter, wash your hands, don't be filthy, be nice to one another, get up here, shit, don't!
Alright, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going for Katerina Valentine. Real quick, we're just doing a little switcheroo, a little sanitation. We're all, can we call it a pause for the cause? Or does it drugs? Is hand sanitizer a drug?
Not yet. Well, they've been big. On the right place.
Alright, well, the next step.
75. There's 75 so far.
Do you put a line?
Oh, 75, yeah, let's get 75 toxic, 75 toxic hand sanitizers. Collect them all? I don't know. Just to follow up on her set, if the left one's bigger, you're on the right track. That's right. Can we get a little concurrence with that? Alright, if the left one is bigger, you're doing something right. Or don't do anything. You're fine, I think. Just store stuff in this cup, I guess. It's a little less, it's a little slower on the draw, but it balances out the volume. Oh, there we are. Ooh, my own voice. My favorite thing. Ooh, listen to me. I can't get enough. Okay. I am going to bring your next comic up, as much as I would love to just stand up and be like, ooh, I'm giving myself ASMR. Guys, I lied about the comic books. I just listen to my own voice all day. I just listen to myself chewing and crunching and brushing my own hair. Oh, it's great. So your next comic is a real funny guy. He's got a podcast, Movie Madness. He's been around. He's one of my favorites, and if the mic goes off, I think he'll be okay. Let's hear it for Jason Pomietlasz.
Nice! I believe I requested It's Raining Men. That's okay though. I'm not trying to make a statement, it just speaks to climate change. Doesn't get weirder than Raining Men. I like how I could just clear this room with a cough instead of bad jokes. I'm not sure which way to go. No, I'm happy to be outside in my home. I don't know about anybody else. I'm sure we're all happy to be here, right? And I had a really good day today because I finally gave my girlfriend an orgasm. I know! I let her have sex with my friend Dave. Dave's really good at sex. It's cool, they both wear masks, it's fine. Actually, I did have a good week. I've been out of my house, I've been using comedy for good. I performed for the military. I told jokes at the Old Navy. I know, it's my way of thanking them for their service and their cheap hoodies. I know, a lot of people get upset, but it's okay, I can tell that joke because I'm a vet of Storage Wars. I binged that series this morning. I wouldn't recommend it, I still cringe when I pass those self-storage facilities. Awful, awful, guys. Shannon Dawn neglected to mention I'm the pride of South Buffalo. Anybody here from South Buffalo? Do you know what South Buffalo is all about? Anybody? No? Because I like to, if you don't, it's okay, because I'm going to describe it for you. I don't know if you, like, South Buffalo I kind of call like Skull Island from King Kong, you know, where you don't see shit anymore, like there's T-Rexes still in like Skull Island. That's what you see on Seneca Street. You'll still see people in starter jackets, guys pushing baby carriages filled with kegs. I mean, you'll see some weird shit that you just don't understand. But, on the bright side, South Buffalo is the first city to invent packing snowballs with batteries to throw at opposing people at Bills games. They refused to put that in our Wikipedia entry despite my persistent emails. So all I have to say is fuck Wikipedia, right? But no, also, South Buffalo is weird though because we don't pride ourselves on education or our children. We don't give a shit about, it's all about how much you can drink. Because you know, it's originally founded by Irish people. No stereotypes, but it's true. You go to South Buffalo, they will challenge you to a drinking contest. And do you know how embarrassing it's to lose a drinking contest to a child or a woman who's pregnant? It's happened to me twice. I justify it by saying she was drinking for two, so that's why she won. The hack punchline would be they say it's my mom, but it's not true. It was my grandmother. She's a delight. I recently became a dog godparent. You might be asking, Jason, how do you become a dog godparent? Well, your 72-year-old mother gets a puppy. That's how you become a dog godparent. That dog's going to be mine one day, and it's going to have a different name. It's going to be Constantinople instead of Istanbul. No. But no, I mean, and I love my mom. she's getting older. As I mentioned, I don't know if anybody is having this problem with older moms, right? But she's telling me weird shit that I don't want to hear. Well, you know what? I love my mom. I've spent the most time inside my mom more than any other woman combined, and I can't top that. She's special to me. 9 months. No, I can't be inside any other woman for more than 2 minutes. But, no, she's saying, she was like, Jason, you know, when you were going to be born, we thought you were going to be a girl, and my name for you was Phyllis, and your dad's name for you was Mr. Fluffington, because he just wanted a cat. I know, it's rough, but it's okay, because me and my dad bonded, because I kept that house mouse-free for 5 years. And he's like, Jason, I'm happy you were born. He still called me General Fluffington now, that's fine. It's okay. I do have to look at my notes. It's been so long since I've done comedy, guys. Anybody here? I don't know you'll hear this from a lot of comedians, but I have anxiety. Anybody here? Anxiety therapy? Yeah. I know a lot of people don't want to admit it. A lot of comics won't admit it. And now it's weird because we're doing it over, like, through Zoom instead of in person, which is better because then I don't have to see the girl that always cries in the waiting room. She's the worst. I do feel bad for her, but I don't know what her problem is. But my therapist does kind of suck because he was just like, hey, you know, Jason, I'm not going to give you the medications for your anxiety. Why don't you just listen to Alanis Morissette's Jagged Little Pill once a day? It works though, guys. I don't know, Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill? It comes with some side effects, though. I do point out a lot of things that are ironic that aren't. It annoys my friends. And once I went down on a guy in a movie theater. And it was weird. He didn't seem to mind, though, but it was okay. And he also tells me, he's like, hey, stop listening to Radiohead's Creep every day as you patrol your ex-girlfriend's house. You don't have the courage to kill yourself, pussy. So he's a little mean. But I was like, hey, will you give me a better soundtrack then? You know what I mean? And I know it's not cool to make fun of suicide because we probably all know someone who has killed themselves, right? But I did have a friend who killed himself, but he's like, well, I never asked to be born. And like, of course you didn't. Life is a gift. And your parents were just shitty gift givers, right? But you don't kill yourself. You treat it like that stupid, ugly Christmas sweater. When they come over, just act like you have some friends and call someone on the phone, like you do with a sweater. I might have fucked that joke up. That joke really killed before the pandemic, but so many people are dead now, I don't know. I don't know if you can tell this, but I'm a beta male, because I don't look for close parking spots, that's how you can tell. I'm not an alpha male. So I'm all for smashing the patriarch, right, ladies? Ladies, let's smash that patriarch. Because it will benefit me as a beta male, right? Because you as a woman, well, you're a very fine provider, but say she wasn't with you, no offense. I used to be good at crowd work, it's not so good anymore. Oh, is it? Oh. See? You caught me! You got me! I wouldn't have fell for that shit 3 months ago. No, but you, say just if you weren't with your brother/boyfriend, I'm from the South, it's cool. Well, let's just take like a Kim Pagula, for example, right, from the Buffalo Bills. She has a BA from Holton, so that's, they produce fine baristas. But she shouldn't be the vice president of 2 sports teams, right? Because she met Terrence as a waitress. I could never do that. I could never wait on somebody's table. Like, maybe it'd be an actress, like, I don't know, who's a hot actress right now? I could wait on Scarlett Johansson. The best she could do is head of craft tables at the Black Widow. I couldn't be in charge of $1 billion, right? Or if you're, you could meet an NBA player. He could see you in the DoubleTree lot. You get pregnant, and if he decides not to kill you, you're set for life. What's the best I could do? I could meet someone from the WNBA, and I still need a part-time job to pay the mortgage. That's not right, and that doesn't count for all the extra effort I gotta put in for fucking a tall woman. That's not cool. Too tall. So here's how I'm gonna help smash it. This is the way I figure I can help you guys smash patriarchy. Is first we'll change the name so that's easier to pronounce. And secondly, you guys need sex moves. You don't have any sex moves, right? Because when I'm in the locker room at the gym, in the old days, guys would be like, I did the rusty trombone to fucking Moranica and whatever, the Manhattan Purchase and shit, right? But every time I've been in the girls' locker locker room, all you guys were hiding, all you guys talk about is emotion. So I got some sex moves for you, right? Here it is. Next time, girls, if you're giving your guy head, right before he comes, you bite the head of his dick off, you shove some cake in his face, that's called the Marie Antoinette. It's a little advanced, I know. I was watching the History Channel. Here's a better one for you. Here's a little easier one. After you sleep with a guy and he falls asleep, you take his most valuable possession and you sell it for only 10% its worth. That's called the Manhattan Purchase. That joke killed at the Indian reservation. Literally, they killed the white guy I was with. I got out. Fuck that guy. Where's the Native Americans march? I don't know.
Trail of Tears.
Thanks! DJ Grimes listens to the History Channel. That's great. Dating is my harder. I mean, thank God everyone here is probably paired, right? And I showed the maturity necessary to get back together with my ex-girlfriend. Because dating does suck, right? Because, well, like, we broke up, and then we had that cold, like, now in the day of social media, right? You don't really break up, because you stay friends to show what a big person you are, but it's like this cold war you have with your girlfriend or your significant other, because you have to prove who's doing better. And I wanted to win that war, so I maxed out 5 credit cards, but all my shots were on vacation. I was on the beach constantly. She didn't know what was going on. But then, of course, we got back together, which is good. But like I tried speed dating before that, and it's just like it was awkward because you try to impress people with what you did. So people were like, "What's the craziest thing you did?" And I was like, "Well, I got roadhead." And she's like, "Well, that's not that crazy." And I was like, "Well, it was on a motorcycle." And also, and basically by the end of speed dating, I would always just end up telling everyone they were moving too fast, and that would be the end of that. Too fast. See, I'm making comedy look easy. You don't have to do it for months at a time. And you can come back to a bar that I've never been in. Where's Stay Zing? Who's been playing here? Has Rat been here? I love them.
They've been around. That's all I...
You want to get upset?
They've been around.
I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I am more than a comedian. I know, you're like, Jason, you're hilarious. Yeah, thanks. But you do have to be more these days, and you know who I learned that from? I learned that from Kanye West. Because he's a rapper, but he's more than a rapper. He's also a fashionista, he's into fashion, he's into making sex tapes, I think. He's a crazy person. So I also, like Shannon, I get into comics. I read comics. But to me, the problem with comics, Marvel, DC, doesn't matter. Not enough hardcore sex in comics. Am I right? Right. So you can go, I've been writing erotic comic books. I will give you an excerpt, because I'm on stage. And you can go to my blog for the full, for the full thing. It's called neverbenkissedbefore.com. Check it out. But here's an excerpt from my comic book I'm writing, Spider-Man. Everybody familiar with Spider-Man, Peter Parker? This is when Peter Parker first meets Mary Jane. He goes up to Mary Jane. He's like, "Hey, Mary Jane, you know it's a myth that you swallow 8 spiders in your sleep a year, but tonight you're going to swallow 8 inches of Spider-Man." It's a little graphic, I know. You're going to be using that line tonight, though, sir. Even if it's a slight exaggeration, I don't know. Whoa. I know, I'm sorry. I was quite the insult comic before all this fell apart. I haven't yelled at anybody, though. I don't want to spread germs. This is going great. Tyrone, I'm setting the table. You owe me $1. I'm going to give you a ride home. I'll take the bus. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's the boss.
I know, you have a car now, don't you?
Nah, got sold in December.
Oh, shit. Hopefully you have a humorous story about that. I don't know if you can tell, I am getting a little bit older, but I hide it with my boyish charm and my boyish good looks. But I don't have kids right now, and yeah, exactly, right? It's great. Moving somewhere, you don't give a shit about the school district. I don't give a fuck if the schools are good or bad. But actually, bad school districts are better because you get better drugs from the kids that go there when you buy them. But just in case, me and my girlfriend want kids, I decided to freeze some sperm, so I threw my cum sock in the freezer. Shut up, DJ Grimes. Get back behind the turntable. That's all you're gonna give me? That's my closer. You go spit some more rat tones. Actually, I think that might be, is that all I got? Sorry, because I don't have new material, so... Yeah, guys. That's my time. Thanks, everybody.
All right, we're not doing mankind rules here. You get the entrance song, no exit song. Mankind is the first wrestler to have fun facts here. Is there any other kind of fact? Mankind is the first wrestler to have a different entrance song, a different exit song.
Sweet.
Yeah, fun facts.
That's actually pretty cool.
Now you know some fun facts about wrestling. So check that out. If anybody had fun facts about wrestling on your bingo card, check it off. Also, free space. Don't forget to check off free space. Mohawk Comedy Bingo, which is real. All right, I can do this. You know, I was wearing door knocker earrings earlier. Bad combo. I didn't test that out. All right. Ooh, just raw dog this microphone again. All right. Let's hear it one more time for Jason Pomietlasz. Next time he'll yell way more. I'll make sure he does, but he was great. All right, so now it's time for your headliner. He's hilarious. I told him he could do whatever he wants. He didn't. I don't think there's going to be kind of a Gallagher situation. So I think he's just going to say stuff. And then I asked if we had some hip hop to play him on, and I think we have some hip hop to play him on. Yeah, pump it up. So here he is, my comedy big brother, Tyrone.
There we go. Fat tracks, alright? Word of life. Check the method for bed right. Yo, good looking. DJ Grind time. Yo, yeah. You don't gotta do all that shit. I'm fucking tired, man. I'm tired. My life is fucked up. And if this chair is fucked up, what the yo. And I'm sitting down right now because I'm tired. I'm totally blowing my tape. Got a recording. I don't care. Don't worry. I'll eventually give you guys more energy and shit'll pick up. I work at Bath and Body Works. We just opened back up today. 8 hours standing in the McKinley Mall telling white soccer moms that champagne toast smells amazing. Try, yeah, raspberry pineapple. Wow. Yeah, man, raspberry. Yeah, man, get into that shit. I'm 44. I don't look it, I might look it today. I have a 13-year-old cousin, he dresses like this. He's in town. I wanted his approval. I desperately needed this fucking 13-year-old's approval. I never wear these sneakers. Noah's in town. I wore these sneakers today. With this whole combo, doesn't matter. So, I date now, so I've been getting pussy. I don't know about y'all motherfuckers, but I've been fucking. It's not a surprise. But I date now. And you bitches is weird, man. I don't like hanging with y'all. to the point that when I have on my television, I just keep the closed captioning on now. Just because, just in case y'all pop up all of a sudden and start asking all these fucking questions, I already have it on. Because if I turned it on after y'all arrive, that's a whole nother thing too. Why are you closing on and putting on the closed caption, bitch? Because you won't shut up. We just started watching the exact same show together. And just to let you guys know, all this extra emotion is fake, it's acting. I'm tired, I'm not really this passionate about my girlfriend asking me way too many fucking questions about a motherfucking show that we just started watching together at the exact same motherfucking time. How could you do this shit? That's why I got on closed caption the dumbest fucking questions. Ty, why he so little? Because the name of the fucking movie is Ant-Man. That's why. I ain't did this shit since like Valentine's Day. Everybody, DJ Grime Time in the house. That's your birthday? You a Valentino, baby? Oh, that's what's up. I got a cousin. He was born on Valentine's Day. He's dead. 5 years, he's been dead. No. But yeah, my cousin, he's dead. I love him. Anyway.
You were on stage.
Where was I? Oh yeah, so a lot of shit has been going on. I'm not even gonna get into the other real shit because this is not the time or the place for fucking people I perform with, date, and my brother and shit. Oh yeah, and Jason P. And there you go. It's not the time for that. But this is some real shit. People act like Jada Pinkett betrayed Will Smith. How do y'all feel about that shit? With their entanglement. She was fucking that little dude. I don't listen to his music, so I don't remember his name. Don't give a fuck. But Jada cheated on Will. You're aware of that, right? People act like that was a real betrayal. It was not. This is what a fucking real betrayal is. When you are with your spouse and you motherfuckers agree to binge watch a show together, and then you go to the store or whatever, you take your black ass home and your white ass home for a day because y'all been doing too much blow and fucking too much, and like, damn, I need to go home and wash up. And then you come back the next day, maybe the day after, and you turn on the Netflix, and then every fucking episode of that series has a red line underneath it. Goddamn right, that's fucked up. That is betrayal. That is some Benedict Arnold bullshit. How could you do that shit to me? Goddamn, I like the motherfucking Handmaid's Tale. Shit! Aubrey was just making a move. Going off the phone. But while I'm doing this, right, my man DJ Grime Time, he has on a King Diamond t-shirt. Do you motherfuckers know who King Diamond is? Do you? Cause I don't. I would not hate him. I don't know who he is, but I fucking love King Diamond. Love him. Never heard a song.
You would hate it.
What happened is one day I'm on Facebook and the motherfucker had a meme where it's a dude dressed like a very bootleg ass King Diamond. Apparently he was some other artist, he's a bullshit person.
Ghost? It's probably ghosts. Ghosts.
Probably. I looked that meme up. Oh God, I hope you guys put me on the right track. I've been looking for this meme for a year. And so it was this dude dressed all goofy and shit, and the meme said, Mom, I want King Diamond. And then it was him, it was like, we've got King Diamond at home. And it said, King Diamond at home. And it was Ghost, I guess. And so this meme, I didn't have to know who it was to fucking die laughing at this shit. And so then I couldn't find where the meme was. It disappeared. Oh my God, I'm so fucking hurt about it. And so what I did is I just started looking up mad King Diamond memes. Like, my search history is fucked up. And I got a 9-year-old, she used my phone sometimes, so this motherfucker popping up as Burger King and Lance King Diamond and shit is crazy, right? And so, so I got into these memes where people kept saying like, oh yeah, in King Diamond, he'll help your grandmother out of her chair. Now, I don't know, but I'm gathering that he's like ushering her to the great beyond or whatever. But for me, I'm just like, see, don't judge a book by its cover. This young man is so polite. He's gonna help grandma out of her chair, cross the street. He's like a fucking Boy Scout. Nah, does he kill the grandma himself? I don't know. But either way, see, I don't get it. I don't know. But I fucking love King Diamond now. And one day, you gotta play talk about it. This shit is alright. You can rap to this shit, dog. This shit is actually alright. Cut that shit out, Valentine. Cut that shit out. Yeah. That's what we do in Mohawk Place, right? We play this real shit. That's real shit, right? I'm not opposed to that. I mean, I'm not going to bed listening to that shit. Definitely not. But I fuck with King Diamond now. Who's on the drums, my guy? Oh, he got just. So you know, shit, he all right. Okay. Cool. I don't care. You had it, now you call it because they'll have the same name and shit. You got your time. Now you have your time to shine. I have my time to be dim on the stage after a while. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, so I guess I will get into something. Well, no, with Facebook, right? I like to, because I'm a hater. In real life, big fucking hater. But on Facebook, oh, I'm so encouraging. Motherfuckers like, yo, I'm at the gym. Look, boom, like. I got 8 months clean and sober. Love. And you wanna know where I'm doing that shit from? My couch with a bag of McDonald's and a plate of cocaine. And people think like, oh, you're so encouraging. No. I play the long con to hate on people. Especially like with their relationships and weight loss goals and shit, because everybody relapses. So as soon as the motherfuckers who kept on being all lovey-dovey and shit, they break up, oh yeah, I make sure I go back to like their best photo together, love that shit, the hashtag relationship goals. Let a motherfucker who posting that they go to the gym every day, all of a sudden, stop. Then you see they ask, they don't post no more selfies though, them shits is done. Oh, but you was all in the Lululemon. Just motherfucking right after income tax time. Oh, you all up in LA Fitness in this motherfucker. Yeah. But tax time is over, bitch. So is your motivation. It's June. You fat. You went to every barbecue. Love it, son. Keep working out. You had 8 months clean. Saw you with the pink, son. Saw you go into the bathroom in the pink with some people I know. One day at a time, keep up the good work. Oh, that's too deep? That's too mean, right? That's too mean, that push a motherfucker to kill himself. That's too mean, all right. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I wrote that joke today. Woo! Yeah. 2 out of 3 tags ain't bad. Not bad, not a bad track record. A lot of people, how many racists out here tonight? You almost clapped. We fuck. That's some weird shit. I'm not gonna lie, I did ask a girl to say the N-word to me once, like, cause I was just on kinky shit, and she was like, yeah, fuck me, nigga. I was like, nah, I want the hard ER. And it did it for me, not gonna lie. She said, all right, nigga. Like Tony the Tiger. She, woo. Yeah, those are the days. Yeah, it was great. So anyway, right, a lot of people, no, there's never any racists around. Never. And when you say something to somebody, they always have some bullshit excuse. They're like, I don't have a racist bone in my body. You might not, but all of your muscles and tendons are racist as fuck. Thank you. All right. Yeah, now one moment. I should hold the phone, but I want to read the joke and then give the illusion that I still know how to do stand-up comedy. It is rough. Ooh. All right, here's one. I'm an equal opportunity lover. And so I love who I love, and hopefully they love me back, and whatever race that person is, you know, I'm cool with that. But what I don't like, because it's weird for me, I hate to be a white woman's Jackie Robinson. Thank you. That deserved better. It deserved better. And if I explained it with the tip like, oh, you know, he was the first baseball player to cross the color lines, it would get out a bigger laugh. But I didn't want to do the tag. Just saying that I'm Jackie Robinson should be enough. But next time, and I damn sure didn't earn like big dick energy enough to tell the crowd what y'all should be thinking. I damn sure didn't put it down like that this evening. All right, so I did not. I know I didn't. Right? Like for this situation, it's like, all right, we got this one out of the way.
It's been a few months.
They came a little bit. I got off. And then we'll go. But me being the addict that I am, I just gotta try a couple more. All right, so it's always a question on who lies more. Do women lie more in relationships, or do men lie more? Men, we lie more, we lie all the time, but women tell the bigger lies. But not like, oh, it's your baby, not that big of a lie, but y'all tell big ass lies, but y'all tell lies because y'all love us. Like when we ask you a question like, so when you used to date that Toronto Raptor, Was he bigger than me? Oh, baby. This is from experience here. Oh, baby, I don't even like big penises. Bitch, right? Right? Just saying, like, I would have preferred, duh, he was the power forward, dude. I would have took that one like, yeah, you're right. And she said, nah, baby, I don't even like big penises. You know I have a narrow vagina. Like, about 4 inches is all mama can take. Yeah. And when she used to give me head, right? She was such a lovely girl. She would make the choking sound and shit. And I know my dick ain't nowhere near choking her. When she would make the choking sound anyway, but she would grab my dick like this. So she would be like, and she took theater, so she would sometimes push me off of her like, oh, this is way too much dick. I need to back you up. Hold on. Kim, just don't even do it anymore. Unless you're gonna let me finish, then I'll go. So, let's see, what do I have for a big old finale? Woo!
Doritos.
No, I can't do Doritos. Like, if I...
Doritos, nigga! Fuck
it. Jokes that I've never done I'll end on a joke I'd never do. So, a few years ago, when what's the dude from Apple? He died.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that fuck boy. He fucking died, right? And everybody was putting like, rest in peace, Steve Jobs. Oh, you were a true genius, man. And putting like, rest in peace up, but they had Android phones and shit. And Steve Jobs was not a fucking genius. He was brilliant. He was a brilliant marketer. Like, you know, goddamn, nobody wore a black turtleneck and a cheap ass chain like that dude. But he never was a genius. He wasn't programming shit. He was basically fucking slave master. He got people in the room, but that's neither here nor there. He died. People loved him, gave him credit as a genius. He's not a genius. 3 weeks before Steve Jobs died, a real genius died. That man's name is Arch West. And if you don't know who Arch West is, it's been so long. Arch West is the inventor of Doritos, people. Doritos!
Say it again. What's his name?
Arch West. And he invented Doritos. He invented Doritos in 1964. Arch West came down like a god from the heavens. Arch West, motherfucker, Arch West. He created Doritos, 1964. You know what was going on before 1964? Nothing. It was all terrible. Shit was trash. I brought my own microphone because I spit when I talk. And what did Arch West do when he created Doritos before 1964? The world sucked. Like what was Pearl Harbor happened before 1964. I think Jim Crow was still fucking going on. Mad niggas was getting hung everywhere. The civil rights movement didn't start until 1964. That's when it was legal. Why? Because Doritos. You did see, I fucked it up. Before 1964, the Beatles were just a shitty boy band. Love, love, love me do. Mop Top. After 1964, the motherfuckers grew dicks. They started talking about drugs, Abbey Road, Sgt. Pepper, Strawberry Fields Forever. And who did that shit? Arch motherfucking West. And what did he create? Doritos! Motherfucking Doritos!
He didn't say no. Alright guys, stick around because he's just getting warmed up. We got DJ Grind Time spinning only vinyl. So let's hang out. We're already here. Don't go anywhere else. It's safe.
The door has to go!
We're gonna shelter in place here at Mohawk Place. Let's hear it